Welcome, Pro Wrestling 225 family, back to Super Gold 5. I'm Spencer.
I'm Landon.
And we're coming to you from the Columbia Expo Center in Columbia, Mississippi. And we have some great action for you, as always. Of course, at Super Gold 5, our Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Corey Constantine defends in a triple threat with Lucha Lacora and Purple Haze.
And we've got some amazing matches, also including JD Jenkins taking on Vordell Walker. And don't forget, the Super Gold Rumble. Someone is going to be next in line for a PW225 Heavyweight Championship match.
Tonight, the tag team titles will be on the line, but first, we have a grudge match between WildThing and Chase Bell. Big Ramp will be here, but in whose corner? Landon, it is going to be a huge night here at Super Gold 5. To get us ready for the action, let's send it down to Alexis Windsor in the ring.
Introducing next to the ring, Big Ramp.
What an interesting situation Big Ramp has found himself in here, Spencer.
You couldn't be more right. You know, some people are saying that this is a win-win situation for Big Ramp.
I've heard Big Ramp say that several times, but you've got to think that there's something in the back of his mind saying, what is going to happen? What is going to happen when WildThing...
I'm winning tonight. I'm going to win the Rumble tonight. I'm going to be 225 champion myself. I'm going to be 225
Big Ramp calling it right now. He's going to win the 225 Rumble.
He might have a bigger night than we thought there, Landon.
Oh man, could you imagine?
And you have to love, you know, Big Ramp loves getting his own entrance here before this match with WildThing and Chase Bell.
Oh, he's eating it up. He's eating it up. But I mean, it makes a lot of sense. He's the man in the middle. We've got WildThing, who has been taken under Big Ramp's wing for so long and has seen success. But, I mean, at Bases Loaded, we saw he didn't quite go to the lengths that Big Ramp wanted him to go.
Let's see if we can figure out where Big Ramp's head is at right now.
Hey, you doing exceptional. I love your voice. You're doing exceptional. But tonight, BRE has the BRE Invitational Part 2. Because WildThing couldn't follow orders when I told him to take that something called Mustang Mike out. So I had to call Chase Bell back in. So now, we're going to have WildThing versus Chase Bell right here tonight. Here, show some love. Let's go. This is the rhythm music.
I don't know, Spencer. Based off of that, it almost sounds like Chase Bell is supposed to be a punishment? Whatever he is, he's back!
Introducing first, residing in Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 260 pounds. He is the main attraction, Chase Bell.
The main attraction, Chase Bell, is back in Pro Wrestling 225, but you can tell from the look on his face that he is not happy for the reason why he's back, Landon.
Of course not. I mean, talk about the face of Big Ramp Enterprises. Chase Bell was the BRE champion for a while.
That's absolutely right. Chase Bell has taken the success he's had with Big Ramp and has taken it all the way to Las Vegas for FSW. He's been performing there, doing incredible work, but he's been back because Big Ramp, as Chase Bell put it, has been called in as the specialist to handle an out-of-line WildThing.
Well, I'll tell you what, if anyone could handle WildThing, I would say it would be Chase Bell. This guy is incredible, and if you haven't had the pleasure of seeing Chase Bell in action, buckle up.
Chase Bell, a former Rookie of the Year here in Pro Wrestling 225, and he's back to settle things for the family. The intensity is real already. And look at that welcome back chant. The crowd happy to see Chase Bell back in PW 225.
Chase Bell, not so receptive.
Wow. Have to admit, I should have seen that coming.
Same as before. Gonna take care of business just like every other time. You hear that? Watch and learn.
And WildThing coming back true to form.
From Buffalo, Louisiana, weighing in at 190 pounds, WildThing.
Landon, I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like at bases loaded, there was a big moment there where WildThing could have chosen one of two different paths when he had that sledgehammer up against Mustang Mike. He chose not to swing, and you can tell the crowd was proud of that choice by Mikey Boudreaux.
You know, when it comes to WildThing, it's really difficult to see what's been going through his head over these past several months. I mean, he's had such an incredible transformation since he's joined Big Ramp Enterprises, but there's that little spark. He's got so much heart, and at the end of the day, it really is all about the fans of Pro Wrestling 225, and he just couldn't put that away. But what's interesting here, Spencer, you'll notice the dichotomy between these two athletes. Chase Bell coming out in stark white, WildThing in all black.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Big Ramp, of course, sitting in the middle of the whole thing. This is a story that we are pumped to see play out. Two high-caliber athletes. They are fighting for the family, but we know, Landon, from seeing these two guys, this is also going to be a great wrestling match.
This is a super gold moment. Returning Chase Bell, WildThing coming back true to form. Big Ramp in the middle. This just feels like a big fight, Spencer.
Big fight, big grudge. How's Ramp gonna play a factor? Will he play a factor? Who's gonna come out on top? What does it all mean?
Chase Bell taking his time. WildThing coming around. When's the last time you've seen WildThing do this? Big Ramp, he got him. Goozled.
Chase Bell seeming to not be bothered by anything going on.
Ever the professional. It's going to be tough. One of the things that WildThing we've noticed he's really done very well over the past few months is getting the head of his opponents. It's all of these mind games. And so I feel like he's going to have a very difficult time doing that with the likes of Chase Bell.
I fully agree. This is a Chase Bell that we haven't seen in a long time here in Pro Wrestling 225. And he also looks like a Chase Bell that is going to be unaffected by anything WildThing has in terms of mind games. Referee Eddie Irons trying to get a clean break here to start the match.
And interesting to see, we get a clean break between the members of the Big Rise Enterprise family. Okay, interesting way to start this off. Collar and elbow in the center.
Jockeying for control here early on. WildThing pushes Chase Bell back into the turnbuckle. Eddie Irons again hoping for a clean break.
Can we get another one? We do. Interesting.
These guys haven't seen each other in a while, so it makes sense that they're sort of starting this feeling out process.
Making it back into the corner again. Looks like Chase Bell had the upper hand there. WildThing holding on. Nice break there by Chase Bell. You saw how he had just had to clap the hands to really ring the bell of WildThing there in the corner.
No decisive advantage here early on, Landon.
But the confidence oozing out of Chase Bell. Going at it again. Back into the corner. Not wanting to break here. Looks like WildThing may have gone for the hair. Regardless.
Might be a little bit of acting there from Chase Bell.
Look at the face of Big Ramp. What could possibly be going through his mind?
You have to wonder if Big Ramp has chosen someone that he wants to win. You know, he calls in the specialist, Chase Bell, but is it to punish WildThing, as it looks like Chase Bell gets Boudreaux to the mat there?
WildThing's got it scouted. Bell finds an escape, going over for the bridge. Jackknife cover and only a 2. Bell going right back at it.
You can tell this is personal, right? You can absolutely tell from the way that these two guys are scrapping and going at it that there is more on the line than just a win or a loss.
The intensity is very apparent, Spencer, and wrapping up the legs, you see he may be going for that Texas cloverleaf. WildThing rolls it into a cover. Only a 2 count, still early in the game. Chase Bell not letting up. Got a front face lock on WildThing. Pushed him using that power. Throwing him to the corner.
Chase Bell goes over the top.
What an athlete.
Back into the collar and elbow tie-up. Back into the turnbuckle. Just when you think one of these guys might be taking control, things seem as even as they've been all match.
An incredible takedown. You saw Chase Bell wasn't going to play the game anymore with you know, trying to get out of the corner safely. He went ahead and just kept that hold and pushed out of that corner to keep WildThing down. What a smart move by Chase Bell. We got a chicken wing on. It's going to turn into a crossface. Nope.
No!
A Rings of Saturn. Chase Bell writhing in pain.
Break it up! 1, 2!
Finds an escape.
Able to reach the ropes, but is this the turning point here? As WildThing was able to lock in that Rings of Saturn, and now Chase Bell needs some time to regroup.
Chase Bell starting to sweat here.
Really back and forth action here, though, Landon. Again, you know, it looks like WildThing might have the upper hand just a little bit, but these two guys, as expected, very evenly matched.
And what's interesting, Spencer, is Big Ramp, to this point, has not shown favoritism. We have not seen him help either man. Might be mouthing off a little bit to WildThing here.
But, you know, to your point, Big Ramp, as far as Big Ramp is concerned, pretty down the middle so far. We'll see if that remains the case as the collar and elbow tie-up gets back into the center of the ring. Referee Eddie Irons in great position there as these two men jockey for control.
And just listen to the support with the PW225 crowd here in Columbia. Chase Bell showing his power over WildThing. If you would have asked me, I would have said WildThing had the power advantage, but this thing has been tit for tat, Spencer.
And that is the first shot from Chase Bell. A kick to the back. And this match now looks just a little different.
And you notice he's going after those thighs. Trying to take down the powerful legs of WildThing. And look at the flexibility. This man is an all-around athlete. But he's not afraid to play dirty.
Counting it out with referee Eddie Irons. Yeah, Chase
hey, look,
Bell
he's
knows
got a
the
4
rules.
count to play with. I don't blame him.
That's absolutely right.
Chase Bell taking a breather over here on the opposite side of the ring. He might come to regret these little moments of cocky demeanor.
But you can tell he thinks he's earned it. WildThing trying to get Ramp to get Chase Bell back into the ring.
Chase Bell's going to take all the time that he needs.
That was a little bit of a little bit of a slap there for WildThing, it seemed. Chase Bell backpedaling on the outside now.
I think WildThing's falling right into his hands. This is not a good situation. Chase Bell takes advantage.
That's exactly
what a genius.
That's
genius
right.
move.
That is exactly the game Chase Bell plays, and he's going to use it to take control over WildThing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to see professional wrestling at its best, you've come to the right place. What a match.
Things are off to a hot start here in this week's segment of Super Gold 5, and this match is only looking to get better here as WildThing tries to climb his way back into the ring.
Spear!
Oh my!
What an amazing springboard move to get into the ring. Only a 2 count, but you've got to imagine Chase Bell's feeling that one.
Huge move from WildThing to get back into the ring, and Chase Bell taking his time to recover, sitting on the apron on the outside.
Chase Bell needs to be very careful with how he approaches WildThing at this point.
I think WildThing is smart to not chase Chase Bell, no pun intended, to let Chase Bell come back to him.
See it again. Back into the corner. At this point, I would be shocked if we got a clean break, Spencer. Throws him over. Going across. Reversal.
This time, WildThing goes over the top.
Oh!
Huge super kick from WildThing. That could be the end of Chase Bell.
Only a 2.
Wow, he got all of that super kick.
Chase Bell may be hearing bells at this point. Speaking of cloverleafs, WildThing locks it in.
Chase Bell able to find the ropes earlier. Will he be able to find them again?
WildThing showing a little bit of frustration. He needs to keep his head in the game. Chase Bell is definitely the kind of guy who will take advantage of you if you don't stay attentive the entire time, as evident right here, going for the sunset flip. Got it.
Look at this. WildThing able to kick out, but Chase Bell not letting go into the Boston Crab.
Right in the center of the ring, Spencer. This is not a good situation for WildThing.
WildThing had to hesitate just a little bit while Chase Bell was on the apron, and now he's paying for it in the center of the ring. The crowd chanting, hoping for WildThing to reach the ropes.
WildThing really smart there. He did not try and move forward. He rotated because he knew that great ring awareness. He was closer behind Chase Bell, so he found the ropes. He's still in this one.
The last thing Chase Bell needs is a boost of confidence. And having that Boston Crab on WildThing, you can see the confidence now oozing out of Chase Bell.
Chase Bell? Is he calling over ramp? Chase Bell trying to teach WildThing a lesson.
Massive cross faces there. Just forearms.
As if to imply, this is what happens when you cross Big Ramp Enterprises.
This is what happens when you call in the specialist. When the specialist has to take care of things, this is what happens to you. And WildThing is suffering right now. The alligator roll.
Genius roll. He saw WildThing was a little bit closer to the ropes than he was comfortable with, so he gets into a position, and WildThing might be in trouble here.
And Lana, let me ask you, it looks like Big Ramp is enjoying what he's seeing.
It's really hard to tell what Big Ramp could possibly be thinking, but I agree with you, Spencer. At this point, it's hard to imagine that WildThing is in Big Ramp's good graces. Really got that side headlock locked on tight. WildThing's gonna have to try and escape it. He does.
Only to get knocked down again.
And the cocky cover, that's not gonna get you very far, Chase.
But great picture material, man.
Yeah, I saw a few photographs go off at that point. Oh! Step up Enziguri caught Chase Bell by surprise. This could be a turning point for WildThing.
An incredible match here for Pro Wrestling 225 Super Gold 5. WildThing looking to climb back in it against Chase Bell.
Back into the corner. Irish rip to the other side. Reversal. Reversed again. Chase Bell hops over. Chase Bell trapping WildThing into the corner, but look, he wasn't very careful. WildThing found a way to get that guillotine hold, drags him to the center. That's in tight, Spencer. Chase Bell might be out.
He is in dire straits right now. WildThing might have him.
Chase Bell finding a second wind. Look at the power.
We talked about WildThing's power, but a massive spine buster from Chase Bell to break free.
Can you believe what we're seeing here?
What incredible action here at Super Gold 5, Landon.
And we still have so much more to come. We have the Pro Wrestling 225 Tag Team Championships being defended next. I can't believe it. What an incredible Super Gold 5 this has been so far.
The crowd definitely didn't want to see a double count out. Both men able to make it to their feet. Chase Bell goes to the well one too many times.
Rolls through. He got him.
That's it.
WildThing with the win over Chase Bell at Super Gold.
Unbelievable finish. Chase Bell goes to the well one too many times in the turnbuckle. WildThing learned and executed.
And what could possibly be going through the minds of Big Ramp?
What a risk, right? Big Ramp calls in Chase Bell from Las Vegas, calls in the main attraction, calls in the specialist to come take care of WildThing. And Chase Bell didn't get the job done.
So my question is, what's next? What's next for Big Ramp Enterprises? And more importantly, what's next for WildThing, who's clearly back in the good graces of the Pro Wrestling 225 fans?
That's absolutely right. WildThing didn't take the shot at Mustang Mike, didn't put him down at bases loaded, and then he comes here to Super Gold 5, one of the biggest events of the year for PW225, and is able to defeat Chase Bell, who very clearly looks like was called in for a big ramp, and what a moment for WildThing. I don't know where he goes from here, but it doesn't look like the relationship between Big Ramp and WildThing is one that's exactly blooming at this point.
Certainly not, certainly not. Well, I'm not sure if we'll see Chase Bell again in the near future, but I could not believe we got to see him tonight. What an incredible, incredible match. You know, say what you will about Big Ramp Enterprises and about Chase Bell's character. He's a phenomenal, phenomenal athlete, and I enjoy watching him every time.
Lennon, you couldn't be more right. These two guys are what Super Gold 5, what Pro Wrestling 225 is all about.